He's Jeff King. I'm Andy Erickson. This is not another shooting show. We go to San Antonio, Texas, where a teenager was shot by his own weapon while driving home early Saturday morning. The incident occurred around 12:35 a.m. near Gillette Boulevard and another street. You don't know where it is in San Antonio unless you live there. According to the San Antonio Police Department, the 19-year-old was driving home when a weapon in his possession shot him in the lower body.
That is a really weird way to phrase that.
That is a really weird way to phrase that. In the lower body. I'm guessing a lower extremity, like the leg.
Or pelvic region? Pelvic girdle? Ow.
Oh, God. It's not as bad as that one on Reddit, though. Fuck. It entered above his penis and exited the scrotum like, oh.
Brother,
Like that every time that. Okay, you like to talk about butt puckers? Whenever that description makes my butt pucker.
Yeah.
In the same way that like skateboarders who fall and break their arms and legs, or like power lifters breaking an arm.
Dude, were you on Instagram and when the algorithm broke? Have you heard about this?
No.
So
like when it started showing you actually random things?
Well, it started showing you actual horrible things.
Oh, no.
Like, and I thought I was like, my feed's already kind of fucked up. I got weird friends and I don't mind watching a shooting. I only noticed it because my gym phone, so my business phone, I was on my business Instagram and the first video that popped up was a dude being smushed by an elephant.
Oh, God.
Like, he was like an elephant handler, and the elephant was like, nope. And like, literally watch this elephant like crush this dude under its foot, pick him up and throw him around and beat him against a tree. And I was like, I rarely am left like mouth agape, like butt puckered in shock. But watching
Jesus.
that was like, oh my God. And then I was talking to Owen, and he's like, bro, my feed went crazy too. And it was like every fifth like reel would be like this.
When was this?
I want to say it was like February 22nd or 26th or something like that.
So just like a week ago or so.
Yeah. So it made like, there was a Reddit post. It was like, it's everybody else's algorithm doing this. And it was like thousands of people being like, yeah, dude, like normally it's like puppies and Instagram thoughts and like scams and gaming videos. And then it was just like, dude gets killed by a piece of rebar falling from a building. Like, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, I'm here for cat videos. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But yes, the terrible, terrible things.
I remember like not that recently, but like within the last month or so, like Instagram quit only showing. Now I realize part of it is what you look at and click on gets fed to you more.
Yep.
Okay. So I've been duped by, the girl who it looks like she's about to show her puss and then doesn't, I've been duped by that. But like after it's like, oh my God, this is getting gross and like I'm annoyed now. Then I'm just looking for the Metallica stuff or anything that's not, girls not almost showing their punani.
Yep.
And like, all of the girls almost showing their punani all went away. Like they all disappeared. And it was just random stuff. I just got all the random. Like relatively what I would call normal stuff. Not like fetish semi, Cinemax 90s porn stuff. Anyway. So anyway. I have to get up very early tomorrow morning, so
welcome to the shit show.
Welcome to the shit show. Something we meant to talk about with Jeremy in the last episode we did not get to, and we said we were going to, and we didn't, was the classification system and the update thing that could be passed by me and the rest of the board in March. So people got a little wound up about this, and some of the ideas that people have, like the one thought that is, I don't agree with it, but I understand it, is that why not let the letter change up and down with this rather massive overhaul, which I think it's going to be a good thing. I can 90 to 95% say the changes that the classification committee or the classifier committee is suggesting are good. Like, it's 95% perfect, honestly. Like, I think their ideas are good. I think it's an improvement on the system as a whole. The thing that's freaking people out is, what, all my classifiers are going to count? Yeah, all of them are going to count. Even the ones that are under 5% below your classification. Unless you zero a stage. This is the thing. The G flag is still in there, and that's if it's under 2%. It just doesn't count. I would be in favor of throwing that out as well.
Yeah.
Now, some people have argued that, well, you can't help it when your gun goes down. Well, yeah, you can. Shoot a gun that doesn't go down. Well, stuff just happens. Yeah, stuff happens. And 8 classifiers later, it'll be completely off your record. So, shit happens. Sometimes you throw the touchdown pass in the Super Bowl. Sometimes the guy picks it off and runs it back.
Well, and it now what's to change the conversation a little bit is like what do you think about? I think it's called the ELO system or the LO system. Have you ever?
I have no idea what that is.
Basically, the way it's explained to me is it can like track like how well you do against the people at your match and like how and it like tracks it over time and it becomes more your overall match performance becomes your classifier instead of these random tests.
Well, I guess the classifier committee was tasked with working with the classifiers. So that's what they did.
Correct. And
everybody's like, why are they doing it that way? Well, that's because that was what they were told to do. That's why.
Right. Well,
I saw Steger had a post like, oh, they're doing it wrong. They should be doing it based on matches. Well, I don't disagree, but that's not what they were told to do.
Right. And now, what do you think about resetting, going to 0?
The only reason I don't like it is because it completely negates any achievement prior.
Well, you could put like a historical, like
it means anything you did before doesn't matter.
Right.
Because there's GMs who won't be GMs under the new system.
Right.
I don't care about them. But there's GMs who are GMs. Why make them reset? I firmly believe I am a high A class shooter. That is what I am. Like, and it's literally what my percentage is. Like, everybody thinks the current classification system is broken. I don't think the system's as broken as the classifiers are.
I agree because at the end of the day, I finished within my classification of a super squad level GM.
Yeah.
So that means that I am right exactly where I'm supposed to be. And if I go from USPSA to Steel Challenge, I'm an M class Steel Challenge carry optic shooter. And so it's almost like the skills transfer. And so I agree with you completely that the system isn't as broken as people make it out to be. I do support a look at the high hit factors on some of them, especially some of the more recent
going
ones.
To change. You know that, right?
Yeah. And
they're going to bring them down because everything's going to count. So like it's going to take away the hero or zero mentality, and it's
and that's
like, at least that's the intention.
I support that 100% because one of the things that we've talked about before is practice increases your level and it raises your floor. And so like as high A class, low M class shooters, we will never be C class shooters again.
No.
Like we could take 10 years off the sport and we'd come back and it would be
when I'm 75, I'll still be high B, low A.
Yeah.
As long as I can still move.
Right. Then it starts becoming like the literal physical world is preventing you from doing it. But like
if I'm too old to run, then that's different.
Right. And so it's kind of it will just naturally come up with you and the consistency is the toughest part. Like the difference between a master and I've talked about this before. The difference between an A class, an M class, and a GM is consistency.
Yeah.
Like there's no shot that Lane can make that I can't.
Nope.
Outside of like very, very niche technical, like, he might be able to take a popper.
He makes them quicker than you.
He makes them quicker, but in general, I can make any shot he can make. And so it just comes down to consistency and performance. And it kind of like at that level, it kind of does start becoming part of the game. But the lowering of the high hit factors will allow a better representation of where you're at, because I mean, we can use the best example of the 2403, I think it was, that Christian Seiler, the multi-time national and every area champion.
And he shot like an M class run on it.
Yeah, shot an M class run on it. It's like, okay, well, that number's too high, so we need to drop it by about 10% or 20%, because Christian Seiler is the top. Like no one is above Christian, well, except for Eric Raffel, but he's French, and so we don't count him.
As far as so it for anybody listening who doesn't know what's happening with the classifier system, here's the nutshell version of what's being proposed. So they're getting rid of the B, C, and D flags in the classifiers. What that basically means is, Jeff, will you pull up your classification record on the USPSA website, because I can't do that and talk at the same time. So essentially what's going to happen is all classifiers will count except for anything under 2%. So if you use 0-1, like plug a bunch of no-shoots, that'll still count. However, you can still get 10-6 DQ'd for unsportsmanlike conduct for like doing something annoying at a match. So, like there was a guy at my club that got a talking to because if he fucked up a classifier, he would like take a bunch of random shots and plug no-shoots, and it slowed down the match, and it was annoying as hell. And so the B, C, and D flags, if you go to your classification record and you scroll way down, it describes what all these are. So the B flag is anything below 5% under your current classification. So if you're B class, anything under 55% doesn't count. If you shoot a 54% classifier, it does not count. The C flag, this classifier was not used since the score is below the minimum allowable based on the class in the other division. Oh, that's like between divisions. Okay, so that's getting, it's like you're a GM in open, but in PCC, even though you've only shot 4 classifiers and they were all 55%, you're still an M.
Right.
What the C flag is ones that don't count because it's lower than it's supposed to be. I don't really understand. And then the D flag is this classifier was not used since the stage was shot more than once. So if you have more than one of the same classifier in your last 8, it just automatically drops that. That's going away, and they will average them together. Wait, let me rephrase. If it's the same day, they will average them together. So if you do a paid reshoot, you don't just get the new score because it's better. They average the two together.
Oh, that's cool.
But if they're on separate days, then they both count. So the D one I like a lot, like getting rid of the D, because it makes the paid reshoots less valuable, and it makes having 2 of the same classifier a good score. Both count.
Right.
So that one I like the most of those 3 that they're getting rid of.
Yep.
Now, the G classifier is the one where I'm kind of, or the G, what, wait, EF. I don't see G on here.
Oh, the codes on the USPSA site are BEFY.
Yeah. Well, BCDEFY.
There's no C or D on my screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm on the screen right now, and my classification.
I am too. Weird.
Classification status codes BEFY.
Oh, are you on your phone?
No, I'm on my.
Are you on the app?
No, I'm on the classification lookup system on USPSA.
Oh no, go to your classification record. Like go to your user number and then down to classification record. And then when you scroll down, that's a separate page they might have removed those from. But they still count for now. Oh, man. When's the last time I shot a limited classifier? 2020 is the last time I shot limited. Holy shit. Damn. Okay. So, along with this, so all your scores are going to count, but they're going to lower the high hit factors a little bit. Some are going to go up. Some are too low, and so they're still going up. But a lot of them, to avoid, because the way they're redoing the flags eliminates the hero or zero mentality to some extent, the overall high hit factors are coming down a little. And there are a bunch of statistical math nerds who are doing this. And everything I've seen mostly makes sense. They're also going to retire. They're proposing retiring a bunch of classifiers too.
Can they retire all the ones with skill sets we don't use?
Like fixed time?
No, like turn and draws.
Are you saying El Prez is not real?
No, it isn't. And every version of it,
I still like it.
Fine, the one can stay, but like
the original El Prez needs to stay because it's just,
the original El Prez, but it also needs the hit factors to be adjusted to be semi-reasonable.
Yeah.
But I'm going through my classifications and I'm kind of remembering the different ones I shot, and it's like the ones that I tend to do bad on are the ones that involve skills that we don't use in the sport.
Like reloading your pistol?
No, I'm okay at that.
Hey, patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. Just $3.57 a month, and you will get to hear me shit talk Jeff's shitty reloads a little bit more. You're also going to hear the rest of this classifier change discussion. I'm not speaking as a board member about this. I'm speaking as a guy with a podcast. So I don't feel bad about putting the rest of it behind the paywall because I'm not like giving any board insight. Patreon.com/notanothershootingshow. It's only $3.57 a month. Just $3.57 a month. Don't be a tightwad. And you will get all of the rest of this episode.